Hi, loved ones. So we are back with part 3. Now, I had already recorded part 3, but my phone was overheating. So now here we are again. So if you've never seen me, I am the Hyphy healer, your favorite vibes dealer. Hey, and we are talking about the motherhood wound. I already did a one where I tell you what the motherhood wound is, where it comes from, all of the basics, the meat and bones. And then in part 2, I started the story time. So this is a part 3. And so after me and young sis, I gave her the boundaries. I let her know, like, these are my boundaries. These are my parameters. She fell out with a bitch, okay? All the way out. And I am used to this, okay? So what I've taken notice as I've reflected on the motherhood wound is that I've noticed this. People who want to be my friends, lovers, work relationship, mate, do collaborations with me, the ones who don't have the motherhood wound, I can set up a boundary and they're okay with it. They're fine. They're not clingy. They're not codependent. As a matter of fact, they're interdependent. And they understand that I am a human being. I've got other things going on, and I've got human needs. For the people who have the motherhood wound, they have this idolization type thing going on with me. They're codependent. If I set a boundary with them, they get real shitty with me real quick. Okay? They get real turned off. They get, all of a sudden, it's not, like, oh, how dare you point that out on me? So now, right? Very, very much that energy. They don't understand that I'm a human being having a human experience, and I am super busy. So if they are not allotted to my time and my energy whenever they feel like they need it or want it, they got an attitude with me. If they can't see me when they want to see me, if they can't meet me, they can't talk to me as long as they want to talk to me. If I want to cut the conversation short, if you only get 2 hours, if I could only meet you in the daytime, if the answer is no and you want it to be yes, they're going to have an attitude with me immediately, right? And so much of an attitude, not where they have one where they can address it, right? Because, hey, if somebody did something, hold them accountable. Because there's nothing to hold me accountable except for having boundaries, all they do is and get real pissy with me and go on about their way. All right? So that's how I'm able to tell people who have the motherhood wound and people who don't have the motherhood wound. Another situation that I came into was somebody I met really, really quick. I was out and about doing my thing, being who I am. And this person became like, just oh, you're so great, like, the whole fetishize, put you on a pedestal type thing. And as long as I'm saying yes, they're fine. Yes, I can do this. Yes, I can help you with this. As long as I'm picking up the phone, they're fine when they want me to pick up the phone. As long as I'm talking, as long as they want me to talk, as long as I'm doing whatever, they're fine. As soon as I go, you know what, I don't want to do this right now because I'm tired, because I just don't want to. Right? And I'm so accustomed to that. And that's what recently has happened to me. As long as I was giving this person time, energy, phone calls, just everything that they needed, I was fine. We were besties. You know what I'm saying? I'm great. She's this, she's that, she's all right, she's all of the things. As soon as I tell, not today, not in the mood, I can't now, I don't have the capacity, I don't have the energy, right? I need a break, right? And so, again, I'm very used to it. And so, I had to sit with spirit. I'm a girl who sits with spirit any freaking way, or spirit sit with me, because, that's what we do. And so I had to ask spirit, like, what the fuck is this? What is this? Like, why am I attracting people who, and I'm telling them, I'm here for a long time, right? I'm trying to create relationships. I'm trying to add on. I'm trying to, be a woman of my word. Well, I am a woman of my word, but I'm trying to be in sisterhood, even though I don't know how to, I admit, I come in very openly saying that I don't know how to be in sisterhood completely. And this is a learning experience with me. Be patient. Be kind of come in saying that, right? I understand that I attract people with motherhood wounds because I too have the motherhood wounds. Again, I think in video 2, I was saying that I believe I'm on the other spectrum. For most people who have the motherhood wound, they have attachment. They're super attached, very clingy, very needy, right? On the other hand, if you've learned that your mother will not be there emotionally, what you internalize is, or what I internalized was, I need to be sturdy and stable for myself. And there was a point where I was super emotionally immature, super emotionally unbalanced, right? Before my spiritual awakening, and now I'm at the point where I am more spiritually balanced, I'm emotionally balanced, I'm more emotionally intelligent and aware, right? And so I just wanted to give you guys, again, some of the background about the motherhood wound, where it comes from, how it shows up for people, and what you can do. So you can try setting the boundaries and letting them know, but I feel like, again, once you really set those boundaries, once you let the people know that you need to back up a little bit, their natural reaction is to be clingy. And so that's where you give them grace. You give them grace. But they really need to be working on that wound. And let me just throw out there, I just told you, I went through a spiritual awakening. You know, I talk to spirit, I do tarot, I hear spirit, dream, all of the things. That doesn't mean that I'm perfect. It does not mean that I'm not currently still working on my motherhood wounds. I am learning to be less independent and more interdependent. Not codependent, bitch, because that shit makes me sick. But less independent and more interdependent. And so it's also helped me to use better discernment. Again, who I can be interdependent with and people that I can't be interdependent with. There's some people that I can lean on. I can show them my whole me. They take me in as a whole person. They don't take me in as somebody who's a mother, who's needy, who's caring, who's kind. They see me as a whole person, a person that's moody. Sometimes I got an attitude, who's mouthy, who's opinionated. They take me in as a whole. And so I suggest that you continue to do that, because, again, I am not perfect. I am still working on my motherhood wounds. I go to a sisterhood meeting every month with older and younger and peers of mine, so that way I can work on my sisterhood. I sit with my tribe. I get on the phone with my tribe, the people that I really trust. Tori, shout out to you. Queen V, my bestie. Shout out to you, because you, Jazzy, my safe space. There are women that I am creating community with, that hold space for me, that hold me accountable, that let me cry, that help me pick me up, that keep me going, that let me be independent, that let me be interdependent, and all of the things, and correct me and check me with love and kindness. And they do this in community too. Right? So they give me real life situations where I can see them in community and sisterhood, and really working on the wounds that they have. So with that being said, give grace to the people who have motherhood wounds. If you are one of those people who have a motherhood wound, first give yourself grace, okay? Love on yourself. Know that this is a perfect time to reparent yourself. So whenever you hear that harsh voice coming, whenever you hear negativity, whenever you start fussing at yourself, this is a perfect time to correct and reparent yourself. This is a perfect time to heal that motherhood wound, to sit with women who give you that motherhood love, but to also mainly address the motherhood wound, and know that a lot of the healing, a lot of the nurturing, a lot of the caring, a lot of the compassion that you needed as a child can actually come from you. Okay? And I feel like for people, women, but any parent, male or female, who address that you have, recognize you have a motherhood wound, and then want to address the motherhood wound, if you don't do it for yourself, do it for your kids, because you are definitely going to pass on this wound to your children, whether it be through patriarchal systems, abuse, neglect, whatever it is. If you don't address it and re-parent yourself, you will repeat the same cycle with your kids, and do not be surprised if you see your kids do it with your grandkids, or don't even want to have kids. Okay, so with that being said, that is my series on the motherhood wound. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment. We can talk about the motherhood wound. I love to dig into it. I am, again, currently healing it, have healed a lot of it, but I'm currently healing it, not only for myself, but for my children. So with that being said, I hope you see me in the next video, and ciao.